Hello, you Android desert and fun-loving seekers. This is NieR Automata, the second game playthrough, a new game plus. When you get to play as our boy toy, handsome young fellow 9S, followed around by our AI-controlled sexy android robot and fan service bait 2B. Now, once
2B
again,
isn't just fan service bait. I mean, her character in the normal story, although isn't really much of an arc, it's a great perspective to experience.
that you can be programmed, but you are not indoctrinated. Yes, that is a very interesting narrative character development type opportunity.
Well, they have to be. I mean, they're supposed to be robots.
Because robots don't necessarily have to feel anything, yet they do. But the humans want the machines to know. Good job. Keep up the good work. Also, that there are some nuances to the MIDI track in the background, like, for example, that I personally can't even hear the music in the desert MIDI background. What's beautiful about MIDI is that usually the instruments are very evenly mixed, that they're all about the same volume versus what in normal orchestration some instruments are louder than others, but they are all equally hearable in the MIDI format, which I think is pretty nice.
But it usually ends up making it so that the individual tracks are on different layers, right?
Yeah. You know, some are to the left, some are to the right. So I've always found fascinating that characteristic about music is that you can change the settings on the track to make some so that it sounds like it's, you know, left coming in through the left ear or coming in through the right ear. Like you got the ensemble playing right in front of you, and maybe they did not put the drummer perfectly in the center like they should. You got your bassist on the right, and you got the lead guitarist on the left.
So does 9S ever actually get access to the heavier weapons?
9S does not have a heavy weapon. The triangle button normally is the weapon you would use in order to access what 2B is using. That spear that's gonna skewer my foes and make a little machine shish kebab. That otherwise she would be using her fists. But 9S, on the other hand, he only has one melee weapon option. So choose your light weapon wisely. It's the only weapon you get to use when you're pressing the square button on your PS4 controller in order to play this awesome fucking game. While we're going to machine mask mode. Now I am a costumed and handsome little boy. While I stupidly try to turn the camera so that I can't even see where I'm walking. Well, I guess it is an appropriate equivalent that 9S's triangle button accesses his hack attack, because the hack does inflict massive amounts of damage, just that the damage is inflicted not in real-time melee combat, but in stop time, you know, let's do this instantaneously because we're computers time.
Right. So, what are we attempting to do at the moment, aside from get to the desert?
Well, that's the only thing we're attempting to do at the moment is get to the desert, because we are going through the fluffernutter of the story. Jakasu.
でもどうしてこんな変な場所にいるんですか？ああ、これ？これはね。
I'm blowing up walls.
Thank you, jackass. Because you see, if we did not accept this quest from Anemone, that she would not have been here in order to access the scripted event, allowing us to blow up the wall and go into the desert area. This area would be blocked off otherwise. Thank you, scripting.
No, people who want to get shit done, 9S.
You know, sometimes you just have to accept these things, 9S. Not that 2B is very accepting. 2B believes that her existence is a curse. Who's responsible for this curse? It's God. Who's God? Somebody that 2B wants to kill.
Well, I mean, this series is officially produced by Square Enix, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Become as gods. Become as gods.
A shockwave plus
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the plug-in chips. Unfortunately, we're not going to be doing that much more plug-in chip customization. As you can imagine, having already played the game once, your plug-in chips are pretty powerful right now, because I had spent the first 13 hours of the game. Did it really take me 13 hours to finish? Jesus. Well, however many hours it took me to finish my first playthrough was more than enough time to get plug-in chips. The beautiful thing about plug-in chips is that the degree of intensity is always proportional to your level and the level of the chip itself. So you can get relatively powerful chips early on because your level is low and you don't have as much health as you would, you know, maybe now, because I've leveled up easily like 3 or 4 times since the game started, that now the plug-in chips are going to give you more bang for your buck.
One of these days, Mr. Cloud, you'll figure out how to actually come into these scripted encounters with stealth bonuses, so that you can, you know, subjugate these robots instead of just Nova bombing them all.
Oh, we're going to be doing some subjugation / remote control. I mean, just because I go in guns a-blazing sometimes, it's not necessarily me. I do it all the time. Hell, sometimes I'm not even counting on being able to get the guy unaware. I was just hoping that as soon as the guy is visible that he was already aggroed. You know, like a good AI should be. We were waiting for you. I'll take this bastard, for instance.
We never get to repair this pipeline. I mean, we don't want to, but it would be interesting if we had the ability to repair this pipeline.
Well, they do use a lot of oil in according to the story, that these robots are trying to send oil for each other in order to initiate repairs. Brother, wake up, brother. I got some Joe for you. Initiate coffee. Coffee is good. Would you like cream with your coffee?
No, would you like an amusement park with your coffee, Mr. Cloud?
We have French roast and decaf. Would you like any tickets to the amusement park in order to more fully enjoy Starbucks Classic?
Now that increases the amount of distance you travel when you do dodge roll, right?
That is correct there. It's not even really dodge roll. It's more like dodge dash. Dip, dive, duck, and dodge. Also, that all of these access points, they have to be initially accessed in order to fast travel to them, but we don't even have fast travel yet. The game, because this is technically our second playthrough, we already have unlocked all the access points, so you're not going to get that little animation of, like, access point unlocked. Congratulations.
And 9S can't actually hack the access points?
No, you cannot. Well, there's not really a point. That you have all the only functions of the access point are email, transport, and quick save. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Gerda, that dynamite guy that we just hacked didn't know that we were there. Now we get to remote control him.
We're already in combat, though. It should be subjugate.
I've always wanted to be a stick of dynamite. Behold the power of remote control. We are the dynamite.
Okay, so are we actually going to go explode on the other dynamites?
We're going. Is this the part where we get to explode? I really wanted to explode. Hello, my exploding friends. How are you? They don't realize that we're in disguise. Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Oh, but you didn't actually damage them. Ouch.
Yeah, because that kind of self-destruct does not actually inflict damage on foes, even though we were an explosive type enemy. Ow.
こいつらはなんで余計なものを身につけてるんだ。
Also, during sequences like this where the characters are talking back and forth, I am a little hesitant about using the hack button, although you will see me use the hack button quite a bit even during dialogues, because when you're using hack during dialogues, the game will cut off the character at whatever syllable he was on and then move on to the next phrase when the game goes back into regular motion. Oh my god. Break the shell.
Level up, yay.
Huh, thank god, I made him explode right before the dynamite went off. Yeah, I don't even really have to pick up any of these items either. But I just like picking up items.
Yeah,
in this
you
game.
like picking up items because it's additional monies, and in the event that you actually still want to go get upgrade, you're going to need monies for it.
I mean, I might upgrade my sword. I might get a different sword. It's kind of nice that I only have one sword that I can change up. I mean, hell, Sekiro doesn't even let you upgrade your sword. Third-person combat.
Don't you get... No, you get the Mortal Blade, and you can use the Mortal Blade in combat.
Well, yeah, but you can't use the Mortal Blade as a substitute for the Kusabimaru. Mortal Blade has its own, like, moveset, attack list, correct timings. You have to unlock the ninjutsu arts in order to even use the Mortal Blade in the first place. Oh, please let me remote control him. Yes. All right.
All right. So now we get to play as one of the basic bandits.
Yep. And this guy has his own moveset too. Yeah, that's basic
Oddly
attack.
enough, it doesn't seem that he has the ability to chain that attack to anything, though.
And I have jump. Yeah. I slash at you.
Do we have jump attack?
No, because the robot you can only attack the same way that the robots attack you. You see? Everything that you see is playable. That guy is playable.
Ouch.
Owie. You knocked me down. And I can't get up. Okay, I guess I can get up, but please don't knock me down again. I'm a clumsy little android. Alright.
Oh, so you do actually have the ability to chain. Okay.
I think it's a different attack altogether.
Yeah, it is. Because, yeah, you can go up, you can go slash upwards and then downwards.
Hell yeah. Machine Head. That's the name of a band.
Is it a good band, though?
They're pretty cool. I mean, they're you know, heavy metal slash
the
rock.
Mega Buster enemy?
Well, I mean, he explodificated me. Also, you can chain remote controls pretty easily because remote controlling enemies allows you to remain incognito as long as you don't attack anybody. Curiously enough, 2B's presence as an AI partner does not automatically trigger aggro on enemies. They don't think to attack her.
Yeah, as long as
Like,
she's not actually attacking things.
Hands off the lady, boys. She's with me. What? Don't you try attacking 2B. Try attacking me. Round and round and round we go.
So in the next part, are we actually going to make progress?
No, I mean, we're making progress right now. You have... Oh, wait, no, that's right. Dramatically, only dramatically you have to attack these androids on the way to your actual objective. You can totally sequence break this entire part of the desert, you know, mission. It's just nice to kill a bunch of things on the way to the actual objective. If you already know where to go, then be our guest.
Small amounts of gold.
Remember to use your G. Spend them in order to fuse your plug-in chips and make them as powerful as humanly possible, because as long as you don't suck at this game, The reliquary system will keep you well equipped and totally handsome.